another episode, FilmSpeak. I'm your host, Bill. Maniacal Laugh. And I'm Lana. Joanna couldn't be here today because she's super awesome.
Welcome back to FilmSpeak and our special Turkey Day episode. I am joined today by special co-host, actor and musician, Tommy Stamper.
Hello everybody, happy to be here. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is a wonderful time of year when we celebrate stealing from and killing an indigenous group of people.
That's not what Thanksgiving's about.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, I think Thanksgiving is about spending time with the people you love and giving thanks for what you have.
Where'd you get that stuff from? Yeah. Oh well, you say tomato, I say tomato.
You're a negative person deep down inside, aren't you?
I'm a pessimistic optimist.
How does that work?
The glass is half empty, but at least I have something to drink. Please welcome to the show Daniel Murphy, Tom Commissar, and Rasty Slasher. Did I pronounce your name right?
Yeah, you.
Everybody? Because I suck. Yes. I suck at names. I think it's a pretty much standard on the show. We have some clips brought in by our guests, and then we will see you at the table to find out what they've been into. Then we'll break down the dysfunctional Thanksgiving film, Home for the Holidays. See you at the table.
I have a feeling that to be Dane Granger, I must first destroy Dane Granger. Through destruction breeds creation.
You know why you're here, Dane?
My kind are hollow and soulless destroyers. Beware of us. We are ruthless. I killed Grace Harper.
You didn't kill anyone.
At this moment of loneliness, I really miss Maddie. I will always miss Maddie. She will be one of those people that I think of often. Then I think of Grace.
Go back to New York and forget her. She is an addiction that you have struggled with for a long time.
Maddie was odd, but she was real. My world, however, belongs to Grace. I do love her.
I know you do, but
we're like fire and gasoline. No matter how honest or truthful we are with one another, there's just so much that we'll never say. Those damn Harper girls really have me in a mess. Sometimes wonder if my life would be better if I had never met either one of them. Grace Harper, together, we could rule the world. Separate, we will remain hell-bent on ruining each other.
too much left unsaid eventually becomes a lifetime of silence.
We are careless, and we will consume you. We are the monsters in the dark. We are people who just can't do the right thing. We feel moments of guilt, but at the end of the day, we can't change what we are. We let the darkness come out to play all too often.
It was 20 years ago that this quiet little community was rocked by the discovery of crimes so heinous that it seemed like something out of a horror film.
I just want everything to go smooth. You guys work hard. You guys deserve a break. And this video could be the start of something big.
6 friends on a road trip of a lifetime. A small town with a dark past.
If you boys could stay out of the donut shop, maybe this pervert would be behind bars where he belongs.
And evil secrets. and a family with a legacy of unspeakable horror. From HM&M Films, Night of the Dolls.
Hey, did you fill the car back up with gas last night after you went out?
Yes, Sam. Is there anything else you want to bitch about? Go to work before you're late again.
Where are you headed? Just back to town.
Go ahead and hop in back. We'll give you a ride.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
He's gonna be late again.
Sam, is this true? You gonna be late again, moron?
Baby, slow down. We have all day.
I can't help it. When I'm around you, drive me insane.
Hey! Hey, wait! That's my car! Hey! I just lost my job. I ran out of gas. I just need a couple gallons.
Buddy, look, leave your hands on the car, eyes forward, so we get this figured out, all right?
Hey, I'm just doing my job. Next time, don't park your car in the middle of the road.
I'm sorry. It's just been one of those days, you know?
He's your friend and you don't even like it.
Yeah, fair enough. I just used him to get close to you.
If I ever see your fat ass back here again, I'll kill you!
God! God!
You can tell everybody that you left.
It's hard not to worry, Brad. Killed my husband.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I'll do it. Give me the money then.
Not until I hear him scream.
What?
You, Tess! That's bull. You hated Sam!
All my life, I've been treated like by everybody, Tess! Kicked around, ignored. But today I was in charge! Everybody gave a about me today! And it felt great! You know what I learned today, Tess? I learned that life's a bitch. Life's a bitch. And then you die!
Starting to open up the place.
There's a contest. The prize is immortality. To win, all you have to do is kill. When an angry demon with the ability to resurrect and control the dead enters a contest, there'll be hell to pay.
Welcome back to Watch the Bitch Bleed.
Dayton is undefeated. Apparently we're being attacked by members of the undead.
Slashers gone wild.
That's fucking great!
You know, you're supposed to be getting shit like that every day.
Welcome back to FilmSpeak. Here we are in our Thanksgiving episode with our special guest here. And of course, special co-host here, Tommy.
Hello.
Well, welcome to the show, guys. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, man.
We'll start here. I know you guys have your own production company. Please tell us how, one, people can find out about your projects and stuff, and catch us up to date with what you're currently working on.
We own HM&M Films, which is stands for Horror Madness and Mayhem. We mainly do horror movies. Best place to keep up with us is on Facebook, just Facebook/HMM Films.
Okay, excellent. Do you guys have a lot of projects in the mix right now?
Right now we've got two big, well, three. Two features, one short film.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about, start with your two features.
The first one, we're doing a movie called Dane Granger, which is based off of a book that Stephanie Hensley wrote.
Who has been a guest on the show. That is most excellent.
Yeah, we're turning that into a movie. And then next year we're going to start production on a movie called Skull Butcher, which Tom wrote.
Oh,
it's a
very
slasher.
Cool.
So.
Skull Snatcher?
Skull Snatcher? No, Skull Butcher.
Skull Butcher.
Skull Snatcher. I think Skull Snatcher is a better name.
Yeah, change it. Skull Snatcher. Snatch Butcher.
So do you guys find most of your influence comes from horror movies?
Most of it, yeah.
I would say, yeah.
What are some of your favorite horror films then? You have to have a...
For me, I don't know, growing up in England, a lot of movies when I was younger were banned. They had a lot of stuff was banned or edited severely. So a lot of the, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Exorcist, a lot of the classics I couldn't see. So when I came over here, getting to see those was awesome. So they kind of got a place in my heart, I guess you could say.
See, from England, I love the Hammer films.
Yeah.
I'm a big Hammer film fan.
I grew up with them. My dad watched a lot of horror movies when we were kids, so.
You said that they edited stuff. What was the difference between edited and not?
One example would be Evil Dead.
Okay.
That was banned for a long time, but when it came out, a lot of it was missing. And I obviously didn't know that because I hadn't seen the unedited version. And before the internet, you know, you couldn't look up stuff and know what was missing, you know, just had to read magazines.
Like, I thought the movie was only 45 minutes long.
Over there, it was about 45 minutes long.
That's what I was figuring.
Yeah. A lot of stuff missing, but.
Well, I know, like, I know in England for 25 years, Stanley Kubrick's Clockwork Orange was banned from being shown. Mainly because when it came out, you had a lot of copycat violence.
Right.
Because people are stupid.
The violence is what they didn't like the most. I mean, they left a lot of the other stuff in, but when it came to violence, that's what they didn't like.
Isn't that a funny dichotomy compared to America, right? Because here you can show all the violences you want as long as somebody doesn't have their boobs out and they're having a good time.
Over there, it's completely the opposite.
Yeah. Different styles of repression, I suppose.
What was it, Jack Nicholson or whatever? Some old quote. He said something about you can show a boob. You can show a boob getting hacked off, but you wouldn't dare show a boob getting like somebody sucking on a nipple. You know?
There's a lot of truth to that. So coming over, you were a big fan of like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The stuff I couldn't see.
Yeah.
Do you think it had more of an appeal to you because like it was banned?
Well, everybody wants something they can't get.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I was able to get it, you know, and when I came here, just a small town I live in now in Indiana, but we had a couple of movie stores, which we no longer have, but they had everything. I mean, their horror movie section was huge and cheap, so I just went crazy when I came over here and saw a lot of stuff I couldn't see, and so that was kind of cool.
So what is the horror films like over there?
Nowadays, they're not as bad. A lot of the movies you can get now. The movies I spoke about, you can get. But back then, just a lot of stuff missing from them.
Yeah. Okay.
Even silly movies. I remember Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, had stuff cut out of it.
They cut out the rhino scene.
No, that was still in there.
that would be the scene I think
there was
they would
some other
cut out.
stuff that was just missing. So I watched it over here, so I don't remember that. You know, it's kind of weird.
That's good, because I love horror. You mentioned a lot of the favorites, because I'm a big fan of the 70s Tobe Hooper, Eaten Alive, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then, the Dennis Hopper 1986 Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Right.
too.
That one was cool.
I am a huge fan. That's the earliest I know of with Bill Moseley.
He's
now to touch on it really quick. So what are you up to right now, Raz? Because he is also a huge horror guy.
I live and breathe horror every day. I live in kind of like a little horror museum, like a Chucky doll, a Hellraiser box, and my wife's a painter, and she does a lot of horror art, so that's like every inch of every wall in our place.
Oh, that's cool.
Last time I was on, we talked about the mime a little bit,
Yeah.
which you were also in. We finally finished it. We finished filming. I'm in the. I just gathered all the footage. I'm breaking it all down and sending it to the editor. And now it looks like we will have possibility of 2 different groups doing the entire score. So we're just kind of waiting to see who hits it first. And we decided to attach to a local breast cancer charity. So half the proceeds of the entire film will go to a local breast cancer charity.
Which is a great way to support the community. And
it really is.
Too.
Right now, and it's the reason I'm dressed this way, I'm heading right to the set of Immaculate Possession when we're done here. I play Artie, who he's similar to me without the horror aspect. He's a little dorkier than I am, clearly. He's just a really nice guy that likes to help people. He likes to always be there to help people. And he dies and becomes a ghost, and only 2 people in the world can see him. And he feels like it's his job to be their guardian angel and help get their lives back on track. And it's been a lot of fun. I usually always play the murdering maniacs. I've always got the mask on or the special effects or something horrible that I'm doing to someone. So it's kind of a really interesting and nice change to play this, main good guy character that's.
It's good to break out of your comfort zone.
Right, right, and it's been a lot of fun. You're on the cast and crew for that one too.
Dig it.
So we get a chance to have a lot of fun on set.
Like an infection, I spread around.
Exactly.
That is
Exactly.
for sure. In a good, bad. I'm the guy with the gun.
As long as you're out there. I was going to say good, bad, you're the guy with herpes,
kind of the same thing,
The
Tomato,
gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm going to be helping out with Superman Year 1 soon. Early Patrons, it's a project that I'm doing with you guys again.
The remake, for Burn Mill and stuff.
A lot of other things going on. Our podcast, the Raz and Dark podcast.
You are a busy mother.
Oh, that's nothing, dude. The Raz and Dark podcast now has over 1,000 listeners. We're nearing the 1,500 mark right now.
Wow.
So that's been going pretty strong. The novel counterpart of the mime that we discussed is it's a little over halfway done. We are now fully set for a trilogy of books and films.
Wow.
And how can people find your website?
Okay, I am Raz T Slasher, R-A-Z, the letter T and the word slasher on Facebook.
Okay.
I'm the only one there, so it's pretty easy to find me.
Okay.
At least last I checked. As of 5 minutes from now, there might be a new one. The Mime, you can check it out facebook.com/themimefilm.
Okay.
For the podcast, it's Facebook/Raz, again, R-A-Z, the letter N, the word dark, and then the word podcast.
Nice.
Raz and Dark Podcast. And also Immaculate Possession, it's Facebook/Immaculate Possession.
Yeah, that Facebook page just got set up in the past 2 weeks, I believe.
Yeah,
so,
so that's
it is
fairly
ready to
new.
go.
We're looking for some love on that one.
Now, for you guys, we ask you a question now, because we had Stephanie come on and talk about the Dane Granger book and stuff, and mentioning that the upcoming production for the film and everything. What are some of the challenges you're finding to working with an author trying to bring their vision to life? Or is there no challenges? Is it just clicking like a puzzle piece falling together?
The amazing thing about her and Sarah and that whole team that got put together for it is originally when we'd read the novel and and the idea about doing the movie came about, and she'd asked me, and she goes, you could help me adapt it, and I said, sure, absolutely. So I was waiting for that, and she went and wrote the script and sent me. She goes, well, here, this is what I got, and she sent it to me, and I read it, and I read back. I said, I don't know if there's anything I need to do to this. It's really good. I mean,
wow.
She did a great. She was just outstanding script.
Well, I know from my conversations with her that she knows movies. We have a lot of crossovers for movies and stuff that we're passionate about, like lots of David Lynch.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows her stuff. We're really excited about it.
That's what helps, because to me, when you talk filmmaking and stuff, knowing the equipment, knowing how to knowing your writing, there's a lot of tools you need to know. But the most important thing is watch films. You know, have
Oh,
a
yeah.
have a love for films and just watch
What's
lots of
good
really good
about Dane
films.
Granger is a lot of the story is true.
Yeah.
So a lot of what's in the book, you know, has come right out of her head. And just getting to know her, we're all pretty well on the same page, and so it's not hard to translate, you know, the book into film.
Yeah.
If you read the book, everybody has kind of envisioned the same thing. So it's been pretty easy, hasn't it?
Oh yeah.
That's kind of nice
they're very
that it
prepared,
translates
yeah.
that it
Yeah.
translates
She's
like
such
that.
a good writer too, so.
Somebody's cell phone's on.
Let's all go.
Excuse me, this is our partner Mark Burris. Excuse me. I am on television. Hello. Yes. We're right on top of that, Rose. PA, you there? You, coffee girl, could you go open the front door for me, please? Hey, on FilmSpeak, you never know just what's going to happen. Okay, for one last little piece, let everybody know again where they can find you, how they can support you, and how they can find more information about your products.
Facebook mainly, HMM Films on Facebook, also Twitter, Instagram. We use the same handle for everything.
And Then You Die, first movie. Night of the Dolls, which just got released.
Oh, sweet.
And then, of course, we're working on Dane Granger. And then
You'll have pages on Facebook, so.
For each one and everything. That way people can be able to keep up with you and stuff. And we'll also, in the credits, have information also about how you can be able to find those on Facebook. That way, you know, you don't have to be sitting here watching our show with a pencil in your hand going, oh my God, what did they say? Oh God, I don't have rewind. So thank you very much, and please join us. We'll be talking about
Raz.
Oh yeah, well.
I get his information.
I think he ran through, but one more time.
Spilled all those.
He spilled all of it.
Yeah,
Give us a quick overlay.
So it's on Facebook, Raz T Slasher, Immaculate Possession, the Mime Films, and Raz and Dark podcasts.
So that is a lot. So please support independent film and join us here for the breakdown of the Thanksgiving Jodie Foster Holly Hunter classic, Home for the Holidays. See you in a minute.
Oh.
Don't open it. Walk away. Just walk away.
A newborn king to see. A-rup-a-pum, hum. Our finest gifts we bring. Bow, pum-pum-pum. To lay before the king. Bow, pum-pum-pum. A-rup-a-pum. So we can honor him. Rup-a-pum. When we come. Little baby, oh, I am a 4.2. I have no gift to bring. That's fit for a king. Shout. I play for you. Pa-ra-pa-pa-pum. On my drum. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Great Christmas party.
Thanks.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know, I've been plowing your wife for like 3 months.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. I've been taking her more ways than there are fittings in Tetris.
I'm gonna plow your wife.
That's not my wife. That's my husband.
Hello
And it's cool, man, because he's down with it. Merry Christmas.
What?
That's hot.
Oh, you think that's hot? What?
Oh, nothing. No matter what's your faith, take the time to validate your loved ones this time of year.
So from Burn Mill, happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, Bali Day, Diwali, Ashwala, Solstice, and anything else I possibly can't pronounce or remember. Happy holidays. Welcome back to our special Thanksgiving episode of FilmSpeak, where we're talking about the movie Home for the Holidays. This is a wonderful film about family dysfunction and the way that you can love and hate people all at the same time. I guess I'll open it up. Well, first, talk to my special guest host here.
Okay.
What did you think of the film, Tommy?
I liked it. It started off a little slow. I didn't think I was going to like it, and I just saw the film finally last night for the first time. But it ended up being really good. It touched on a lot of different topics that I guess for 1995 were kind of an issue, but still like relatable in 2014, you know?
Yeah.
To some degree where it's like you have your own individual lives and then you meet up with your family and it's not the way you had envisioned it as a kid because you guys have all grown up, but everybody kind of anticipates it being normal and it never is.
Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty cool that it was like, oh, I'm not alone there, you know? They made a movie when I was 4 about this.
Yeah, it did. And then, you know, the family dysfunction thing back then, it is still a thing.
Everybody's got someone in their family that just stands out.
No doubt, no doubt. I found it an interesting presence because you had the 3 siblings, and, you know, and you had the older sister and the younger brother who got along, and they were the creative, crazy type. And then you had the middle child, who was the one trying to be the balanced one, who couldn't stand the other two because they were so different. And you know, you get a lot of that in family.
Well, it's just that's another thing too. When you're watching it and you're seeing, like, although there's a lot of funny stuff, there was this kind of stressful thing that was kind of an underlying current of the whole time. And there's a scene where Holly Hunter, as Claudia, she says, there's one scene where she just kind of looks up and she goes, float, just float, or something like that. And it's kind of like just, it was, in my side, I was like, yeah, you just kind of, it'll be all right, you know, cruise through all this crap, and I'm going to survive this. This is going to be bad. Yeah.
Well, you know, I grew up with a pretty dysfunctional family, and any time, you know, that you got together for family dinners or anything like that, I mean, it was fun, it was loving, but there was also this underlying awkward, uncomfortable tension.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought they really captured and portrayed that very well.
Did. I felt like that just watching it. I felt tense. Just trying to figure out who was who and what everybody was about too was kind of cool how they did that.
There was a line towards the end where the mom, I don't remember her name, but was like kind of like in a panic, you know, and she turns around and says to her son, like, I just wish you guys were happy. And in my mind, I was like, but he's happy.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't see that, but he's genuinely happy. And I think Holly Hunter was, you know, like she had a little bit going on there, but overall she was pretty free too.
I think that them just getting together for the holidays, they forget how much they really do love each other and how much, they were all happy, I think, but then just getting back into that, they were stressed out, and all the crazy stuff that was going on.
The tension, you're trying to keep everybody happy.
Which is just like every family, really. You
yeah.
know? You just sit there waiting for somebody to
walking
say,
on eggshells. You know something's going to go bad. Yeah. You know, and there's a little bit putting on the happy face when there's some underlying stuff that happened in the past, and you know, and you're kind of like, like everything's all right, and then we're just going to get through the dinner. You know?
I thought, and plus some amazing performances from some of my favorite actors, because huge Holly Hunter fan.
Right. Absolutely.
Like one of my favorite love stories is always the remake of No Ordinary Joe, that Steven Spielberg did with Richard Dreyfuss, and Network, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Not Network. Movie, I can't remember the name of it. It was from like '85. Anyways, Raising Arizona, the piano. Holly Hunter's awesome. I guess that's just what I'm trying to lead it to. And Charles Durning.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah. This was '95, right at the beginning of when he was having all his troubles. And Jodie Foster directed this film, but and Mel Gibson produced it.
Oh, that I didn't know that.
Yeah, because they were friends from working on Maverick, and this was one of her passion projects, and he helped her put it together.
I thought all the dialogue was great. I mean, when they actually sat down to dinner and just the banter back and forth, I was like, man, this is really, really good writing.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was just really kind of just cut off from the rest of the world, and I really was at this table with them. You know,
I mean, it was kind of focus on what Robert Downey Jr. was saying. You need to keep up with him.
Oh yeah, his character was kind of manic and all over the place. Yeah.
I like the turkey scene.
The turkey scene.
Throw it everywhere.
Want to pick it up over the
so
sister, you know, and everybody's just leaking down on her. Like, she's probably thinking her whole life, everybody's always crapping on me, and there's birds all over her, you know.
It was like way they lifted it up though by like the back legs, and they just kind of spread the legs apart a little bit. It's just like,
do you think they intentionally kind of shook that over her head?
Oh yeah.
I thought they're just like, well, ha 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 ha, you know, as they were taking it down.
Robert Downey Jr.'s character seemed like the type who loved causing tension and
they
strife.
touched that at the beginning before they even got out of the car. She's like, I know he's going to do something.
I think when you have a mother that it's really easy to get a rise out of her.
Yeah.
You want to do things intentionally sometimes. Like my mom's like that, so I would prank her and like jump out of closets and just because I knew it would figure out. And if there was ever a situation where I could prank her in front of the whole family, every time.
Every time.
Every time, man.
Well, you know, some of the moments that I really liked in the film, I think were brought on with Charles Durning. Like the one where he just stops with Robert Downey Jr. and touches the side of his head, and he goes, "I don't care your fruit.
Yeah,
I just want you to be happy."
None of that family definitely they didn't hold anything back.
Yeah,
good
exactly.
and bad.
But and what considering it was '95, and this is still something with homosexuality and everything, and how it's viewed on, and with the rights that they're getting for marriage and everything. What a neat way that it was still something that was being brought in by then, because not a lot of filmmakers, TV shows, otherwise, were doing that in 1995.
Right.
And presenting it not in a stereotypical way,
right.
of more of a real human side of it.
Oh yeah, it definitely was done like that. It was clever how they did that too. And
yeah.
I think a lot of the underlying themes, you know, in a movie nowadays would have been just as good as that was. Like you said earlier, I think if that had come out now, it would have been. I don't know how big it was when it came out here, but if it was released now,
yeah, not a lot of people know about that film.
But the whole game, yeah, it totally would have been relevant to today.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think there was some humor in there that was missed too, though. You know, like there was that one scene where Holly Hunter and that guy were walking, and she goes, "Achoo!"
Yeah,
and then she goes back into it, right? And it's like I died laughing, but it's like. It almost seemed like it was almost lost there,
The stuff with him and his camera was kind of, it was funny, but it was also a bit like, that's his sister, right? Am I missing something?
Right.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure it out at first, if he was like an ex-boyfriend or if that really was the brother. It's like, I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then it's like, okay, so they explained it because he's gay, he can take pictures of
his sister.
Yeah.
Well, I think it comes down to that's something that tortures her.
Yeah,
and
that's just how he was.
Yeah, and his character likes pushing people's buttons.
That's what made her mad, so that's what he did.
Yeah.
I think that character did it, Robert Downey Jr.'s character did it with love. Like he was not just like, I'm just going to make you mad
he wasn't
you mad.
hateful.
He was like, hey, I'm having fun with you.
Yeah.
And no one else seemed to pick up on like that he just wanted to be that free. And
him doing that was showing his way.
Yes.
Like, you know, I really love you. You know, you're my sister.
I've
done this before, and I'm doing it to you now because
I
miss
love you enough to screw with you.
I'm doing this to you. Yeah, that's totally. And I love the way she played it too. Like, she never got too excited in the whole movie. She kind of played it just straight, and it was just I don't know, her whole demeanor in it was just kind of calming, and it was just kind of all this craziness going on, and she was just kind of like.
Well, yeah, you know it started off with in the movie. You know, she gets fired, kisses her boss, then finds out her daughter's not coming to Thanksgiving. She's going to stay home and sleep with her boyfriend instead.
Right.
You know, and that's pretty much sets up. She's just like.
That was a serious moment. The football scene where the big fight breaks out.
Yeah.
I still laugh though when the dad takes the hose and just starts spraying him down.
that
was something that my dad actually did to my brother and me.
Really?
I don't even remember what the fight was over. I had him in a sleeper hole and he was passing out. And my dad came out and just right in my face with a hose, just
spraying him
right in my eye. Just
cool off.
Wherever he could reach.
Well, you see, that's nice. That's a real moment from the film that you touch in.
Well, I give it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said that's obviously a trick he's used before with the hose. It's just quick and easy. Just spray him down. Don't get up.
Well, I was saying, like, Charles Durning, what you were saying about him, I like even that scene too, like, you know, before they get in a big fight, like, he's out there just washing the cars. Like, that'd be something like a dad would do, like, the kids are here, you know, and he's washing the cars for him, and just something, you know, a dad
just to do something.
And, you know, help the kids out. I'm going to wash the car.
I could kind of tell where Robert Downey Jr.'s character got his, like, spontaneity from through his dad. Like, his dad seemed a little chilled, but his dad also had that little fun edge where he took the
Back in the day,
you know what I mean?
Flashback.
Or
the dancing.
Right.
The dancing. I like that. He's all like
spontaneous guy.
a scene that really touched me in the film was when he's standing with Holly Hunter. It's towards the end before she's going to leave and stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, do you remember when we were kids? You know, and I took you guys to the airport. It was 1969, and you guys were, you know, clutching to me, and then the airplane went over, and we all had the same look on our face. It was maybe 10 seconds long, but that was a great moment.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, you know, that meant a lot because there is the things you remember. There are the happiness, you know, because life is misery. No matter how you try to get around it, life is misery. And happiness comes in little short bursts.
Just the
and it's
small little things that you
those are the
remember,
things you cling to, you know. And
Those
I just thought that was,
snapshots in time that you can kind of replay in your mind.
Exactly.
No matter what's going on, that was the key happy little moment in your mind that
and
you keep going
that,
back
that
to.
was the most beautiful, poignant moment in the whole film. I mean, I loved a lot of pieces of it, but that one moment towards the end with him saying that to her, to me, that kind of summed up family.
It's very
all in
relatable,
one.
wasn't it? I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of it you could relate, even though it was manic most of the time, you could relate to a lot of that
Yeah.
stuff, I thought.
That's kind of what I took away from it, you know, is that everybody has crazy lives that they live individually. But when you go spend time with your family, try and focus on those more happier times. You know, don't go and complain and be like, blah, blah, the turkey's cold or you're doing this wrong. You know, it's like finding those 10-second moments from your past and reflecting on those. And I think that's what makes Thanksgiving.
That is kind of, well, aside from what we said at the beginning of the show about, you know, stealing from indigenous people or whatever, but that is truly what Thanksgiving about is being able to share time with your family and being able to just stop for that one moment, eat too much, rub your bellies and say, I love you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Been passed out on the couch with your top button undone your pants.
Now we are winding down here in time. Really quick, are there any other like Thanksgiving movies or movies that you associate, watch at Thanksgiving and stuff? I'll start on the end. We'll just work our way down. Raz?
Every Thanksgiving since it came out, I watch the Thanksgiving movies.
The Thanksgiving movies.
It's about a turkey, you know, turkey size about yay big that murders people. And he has one-liners, like old school, like 80s slashers, like Freddy type stuff. He'll kill a girl and be like, "You got stuffed."
Oh, nice.
And it makes me laugh so hard, I cry. So every Thanksgiving, after the family's done, I go home and watch both of the Thanksgiving movies.
Sweet. How about you, sir?
I can't say there's a Thanksgiving movie that the Thanksgiving itself though is it's pretty. I mean, it's special. Like we talked about, even all the craziness. It is time, especially when you get older and you start to lose loved ones and stuff like that, and you remember, you start talking about them. And remember when we used to do that? And you talk about, you know, relatives that have passed, and then you talk, and it makes you think. And then you have the younger kids that are coming up in your thing, and you that whole dinner scene. Kind of reminds me. It's like, you know what? We need that as people. You know, even though we want to kill each other, we're a tribe, and we're sitting there, and we need that, and that's what Thanksgiving is to me. Just really being thankful that we're all around and we can get together and beat up on each other, and you're there, and I love you, and you know.
Somebody to spray with a hose.
Right. Exactly. Precisely.
Well, I know you're a foreigner.
Yeah, I'm a foreigner.
And all, but
I shouldn't really even be participating in Thanksgiving. Probably. I shouldn't be allowed here. Yeah, I don't really have a movie that that's watched. I know they show a lot of like family stuff, and I got kids too, and the family's big. But my wife's family is huge, and obviously all my family are over there, and they probably don't care about Thanksgiving. But it's just, like he said, it's just nice to be around everybody, and you sit down, and it's probably one of the few times that people sit around a table and eat together anymore, I would think. You know, a lot of people don't really do that now.
And how about you, sir?
I don't have a Thanksgiving movie, but I try to watch the Thanksgiving parade.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Macy's Day Parade.
Yeah, something me and my grandparents did, and they're gone, so I try and like keep them in my thoughts when I watch that. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't get to every Thanksgiving.
The Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special.
Oh yeah,
you know?
Awesome.
Boy, that's always a great one. Eating popcorn around the table and stuff. You have Dutch, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And when I was a kid, because a lot of your films and stuff, because you didn't have cable, you had 3 channels, so you had to wait till certain times of the year to watch a movie. And Thanksgiving weekend was always Wizard of Oz. That was always.
They do that over there too. Not Thanksgiving, but like Christmas. They
around
play
that
the
time
same
period.
movies, like over Mary
might not
Poppins.
remember, but it was called They Call Me Bruce.
Yeah.
They used to play those the day after Thanksgiving every year back in the 80s.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, those are the kind of things. And plus, Thanksgiving marks the beginning of the 1 month where I watch nothing but Christmas movies. You know, and that's always the start. That's like the day. Okay, it's the 25th. Let's break out Elf and It's a Wonderful Life.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
That's when I'm wrapping up my horror marathon that started in September.
Yeah, exactly. That's when it's finally ending. Well, thank you everybody for joining us here today on our Turkey Day of Film Speak. And please watch some good Thanksgiving movies. Give your family a hug. Eat way, way, way too much food than you should. And watch a great movie. Thank you very much from Film Speak. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
That means.
We're good. Let's go. Go ahead.
What a great show. Thanks to our guests Daniel, Tom, and Raz for coming on today. And a big thanks to my special co-host Tommy.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Join us next week when we'll be hosting Cockfighting.
I think that's illegal and morally wrong.
I was talking about Mark and I.
Okay, that's doable.
Please check us out on Facebook.
That's facebook.com/filmspeak.
/talk films to me. Bam!
Sorry.
We're just training him still. I hope you will come back again, Tommy, if you're not too scared for coming on.
You know, I think I'll try after my next therapy session.
That would be a good idea. Bye, everybody.